CATMA is the system that Los Rios Community College uses to award articulation credit. This guide will enroll and register you in your college level class. The very first step is to go to catema.com, CATEMA.com. So go ahead and get logged on to catema.com. You are now going to click on the college that your high school class is articulated with. It's either going to be Cosumnes River College, Folsom Lake College, Sac City College, or American River College. If you are not sure, please ask your teacher which college your high school class is articulated with. Also, one note, the mouse is really slippery on this, so make sure you click on the college and it appears a little bit larger, and then go ahead and click on it. At this stage, it's very important that you have the correct college that pops up on your screen. If it doesn't, your next steps are not going to line up correctly, so make sure you have the correct college there. At the very top of the screen, you're going to click on New Students. Once you click on New Students, a pop-up is going to appear, and you're going to click on Create Account. You're going to go ahead, it's going to progress you to the next slide. If you already have a CATMA account, if you've been in an articulated class before, at the very bottom of this screen, you're going to go ahead and click on Go to Student Login Assistant, and then it's going to ask you your name and your birth date, and you're going to be able to log in that way. At this point, you are going to be entering in all of your personal information to create your CATMA account. A couple things that are very important to keep in mind. When you are creating this account, number one, please enter in your name that matches your high school transcript and also your Los Rios Community College application. It's very important for all academic records to match. If they don't, it jeopardizes your chance in getting credit for this college course. Secondly, really important to have your Los Rios ID number that was emailed to you from the community college. It's a 7-digit number that starts with a 1. You won't be able to create your CATMA account until you receive your Los Rios Community College ID number. Also on this screen, it's going to ask you for your year, and that is going to be your graduation year, and then your program of preference. If you are not sure about that, please ask your teacher. After you have entered in all of your personal information and you've looked it over and it looks correct and you have used a personal email address, not an EGUSD email address, then go ahead and click Next.
This is the information confirmation. Students, please confirm the information is correct by selecting Yes.
On this next screen, this is where you are going to enroll in your class. So go ahead and click on Add Class Enrollment.
Next, enter the school, teacher's name, and class period of your articulated class. Make sure all of the information is correct because this is how you enroll into the class.
For each class that you have, go ahead, enter in the information, and hit Submit. You are now officially enrolled in CATMA. After earning an A or B in this class and the final exam, your teacher will award credit at the end of the term. In most cases, grades will be added to the Los Rios Community College transcript the summer following your class. If an A or B is not earned, no college record will be generated. You can access your unofficial transcript through eServices. To learn more about eServices, you can check out this eServices tutorial. Good luck with your class. We are going to be discussing eServices today for EGUSD students. One of the things we hear so often is once you've done your online community college application, you say, what do I do next? So one of the next steps that's very important is going to be to set up your e-services account. The Los Rios Community College District has 4 schools: Sac City College, Cosumnes River College, Folsom Lake College, and American River College, and they all utilize the same e-services system. Once you are ready to start setting up your e-services account, you are going to go up onto the web page of the college of your choice, and you are going to click on Student Login. Once you've clicked on Student Login, you're going to get a drop down, and you are going to then click on e-services. Also in that drop down is going to be Canvas, which is where you're going to manage your business with your professors. You're going to do your schoolwork in there, turn in projects in there. So that's going to be a whole nother area that you will need to brush up on. So once you have gone ahead and clicked on e-services, then we're going to go to create our e-services account. Now, on this, your login is always going to be your student ID number with a W in front of it. So that's going to be your login. You will know your login because when you do your online application, you're going to get 2 emails. The first one is going to be, thanks for setting up a CCC account. Then it's going to be the Los Rios School of your choice with your Los Rios ID number. So if for some reason you don't know that, you can always go back to that email, do a search on Los Rios, and you will find that email with your Los Rios ID number. Now, when setting up this account, their password complexity rules are a little tricky, and a lot of times students kind of struggle with this. So make sure you read the directions. Your password must contain 10 characters, an uppercase letter, a lowercase letter, a number, and your password cannot contain any part of your first or last name or your Los Rios Community College ID number. Also, you cannot use a password that's been used previously eight times before. If you had been around for a while, you can't keep using the same password. So, and if you keep trying and you have 5 consecutive failed in attempts, then it's going to lock you out for about 15 minutes. Now, if you've been a student before with Los Rios and you're needing to log back in and you can't remember your ID number and you can't remember your password, this is where you can look up your password management area and also password help and e-services help. So you can log in. Now, one thing, if you're trying to retrieve username or password, you will have already had to have set up an e-services account in the past. And you do need to answer secret questions. And those secret questions are the ones that you used when you created your account, when you did your online application. They have to be exact. The secret answers have to be exact, and they are case sensitive. Once you've created your e-services account, it takes about 15 minutes for that account to become active. Now, once you get logged in, this is the student homepage. And what we're going to be doing in this tutorial is we are going to actually be covering each of these tabs because there's really important information in each of these tabs. So we're going to go through these tabs one by one, and I'm going to explain kind of the features of each tab. Okay, enrollment announcements. That's the first one right here. Now this is very important, and a lot of people get confused by this one. When it says enrollment appointment, a lot of times people think, okay, that's when I need to go in and I need to enroll on that day. That's when I can register my classes and I got to go in and enroll there. It's an appointment. What it really is, it's the appointment of when you can register for your classes. So say, for example, it said your enrollment appointment is May 5th at 9 a.m. From that point on, from May 5th at 9 a.m., that's when you can actually choose your classes. You can't go in prior to that and hit submit and select classes. Your enrollment appointment is that May 5th, and those are staggered for different people based on priority and lots of different things, but those are going to be staggered a bit. So you have to go by your own enrollment appointment. Also in this feature, there's the term start dates, deadlines, and reminders. In the tasks area, this is where you will complete a supplemental application. If you're currently a student, you can remove holds and you can fill out your financial aid checklist. Now, let me touch on the supplemental application just for a moment. If you've already been enrolled and you're currently a student and then you want to take classes the next semester, you are going to fill out a supplemental application. You don't have to start all over and do the whole application all over again. The supplemental application is much more abbreviated. It's simpler. They're basically just wanting updated information and the term that you are going to be applying to. Message Center. This is where you're going to read about important messages about financial aid, enrollment, payments, and more. So this is going to be very important for you to be checking this Message Center because this is how they're going to get a hold of you if they have any issues and if there's any matters that you need to clear up. So please be checking your Message Center and then also your email. Manage classes. This is really one of the biggest areas in this student center that's very important. This is where you're going to schedule your classes. You're going to search for classes, you're going to swap classes, you can view your schedule. I'm going to show you a little example of what that's going to look like. So once you start, there's nothing in here now. I don't have anything registered for in here, but you can view your classes, you can look at your weekly schedule, you can build your schedule. Say, for example, you wanted to only go to school on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can block out you can block out Tuesday and Thursday and only have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in here. On the shopping cart, one great thing about the shopping cart is say your enrollment appointment is May 5th at 9 a.m. You can go in the week before or a couple weeks before. Once the schedule comes out, you can put all the classes you want in your shopping cart, just like you're shopping, and hope on your enrollment day all those classes are still there. So, and then if they are, you can just hit, submit and register for those classes. So you also can do a class search and enroll. You can drop classes. You can swap classes. You can use a planner. You can enroll by requirements. And you can also add another college. Now, adding another college is really a great benefit with the Los Rios system. You can go to more than one school. So say, for example, you wanted to go to CRC Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and ARC on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can do that. You would go here, you would click add another college, and then you could put ARC in there in addition to CRC, and then you would be able to attend colleges at both campuses. Financial account. So this is where you can see how much you owe. You can make payments in this account and you can purchase parking permits here. And this is an example of what it's going to look like. I owe nothing right now. So there's some other things you can do in here. Look at your payment history, look at your account activity. So everything will be tracked in here. If you ever have any situations with any financial issues, you can look in here and always see all of your account activity. Academic progress. This is where you're going to get a great pie chart based on what your goal is and how you're meeting your goal. So this is where you can track all that. If you're getting a certificate or if you're getting an AA degree, you can always track your academic progress. Financial aid. This is where you're going to view your financial aid award. You're also going to accept or decline any financial aid awards, and you're going to check course eligibility. Now, accept and decline. Let me talk about that for just a moment. So as far as accepting, you always want to accept any grant money or free money, which is scholarships. So those things, if you notice those in your financial aid award, you would want to accept those. The one question that you might have
as far as declining might be if there's loans. You might not need the loan at all, or maybe you'll need a partial piece of that loan. You can always change the loan amount, and you can always talk to your financial aid office about that. But this is where you're going to accept or decline those awards. And as far as checking course eligibility, you do need to have a certain GPA to maintain your financial aid. So this is where you're going to be checking to make sure you are eligible. Academic records. This is where you're going to request official transcripts. You can view your grades. You can grab an unofficial transcript, an enrollment verification, education plan, placements, and external transcripts. Now, I think most of those are pretty self-explanatory, but enrollment verification, that might be if insurance needs some verification that you're a college student. Enrollment verification might be for a scholarship. They might want to verify that you are enrolled in the school so you can receive the award. So I think everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Okay, the next category is other resources, and this is where you can find information out about changing your password, registering to vote, the selective service, payment deadlines, any mandatory trainings on campus, and more. Profile. You can update your personal profile, including your preferred name, contact information, and emergency contact information. Now, I really want to highlight the importance of this and making sure that it is always up to date and accurate. I personally have taken some classes at CRC, and there was a time when something crazy was going on. I think it was a really bad storm or something, and campus was going to have to close down, and so it was going to be unsafe. And so we got a text. So it's really important to have your personal profile up to date at all times, because if the school needs to get a hold of you, if there's something happening on campus that's dangerous or unsafe, this is where they're going to draw from. Okay, menu. This is our last category. This is where you can update your site preferences, such as turning on or off any accessibility features or changing your campus. So we talked a little bit about how you can go to multiple campuses. So this is another option over here where you can change campuses. So anyways, I think that is about it for our tutorial. I've explained everything in the student services area of e-services. I wish you good luck. Connect right away with your counselor. That way you can come up with your progress plan and your goals, and if you're trying to do any transfer agreements. So anyways, good luck.